Alright. I hope you guys can hear me, man. So, we just got out of class. I'm just chilling. So, I don't know. Maybe, later on, I might stream Demon Souls. I've gotten past the leech manga. I didn't stream that. I'm just kind of blowing through the game. But I definitely think that, in all honesty, just playing the game isn't going to do that much. Jesus. That ain't me talking. Good thing about that, all the people in my house are vaccinated. We all, family, me included, we vaccinated. So, man, in terms of like what me and my friend were having a discussion about like PS5. There's no games on there, and that's a true statement. There is no games on PS5. I mean, how can I put it? It's not really anybody's fault in a sense, but at the same time, their announcement, their news room is kind of lacking. But I feel like they're doing that to position themselves in a light against their competitors. I mean, Xbox is really the only other competitor that they really have. And I want to be honest, do I think Game Pass is better than PlayStation Plus and PlayStation Now combined? I want to say yes. And I grew up on Xbox, but I just don't like Xbox. Xbox has never really been. I still have a love for Xbox because it's a thing that I grew up on. But I used to have a black Xbox. I still have it. Yeah, I'm dead. I got what you call it. I got third party there. I really couldn't help. I came to a bad spot, so yeah, you know it is what it is. That's come to accept that. But for me, for now, I really kind of enjoy what Fortnite's doing. People think Fortnite's trash, but I mean Fortnite will constantly have people talking. I mean, they definitely have. One thing I will say about Fortnite is that they do have strategic partnerships. They always have something or some type of other stuff inside the game that keeps it afloat. Even if they had maybe 500,000 people online, you're still making a lot of money. And if people are buying a $10 battle pass, you just do the math. Their revenues is definitely going to be up. But the thing I will say is, like, me and my friend was talking about all type of games. Wish I would have recorded all the stuff we was talking about. We were just talking about games in general. Like, for instance, like, you know, Game Pass and other stuff, too. Call of Duty. We agreed that Call of Duty Cold War is just bad. You know, I definitely have to agree with that. The matchmaking it's pretty bad. There's seasons pass on there. Everybody since how can I put it? Since Fortnite has had a seasons pass, everybody's really trying to capitalize on it, cosmetics or different other stuff. I feel like that's a good thing and it's a bad thing as well because you think about cosmetics in a sense of like I don't think it's going to be that long for 2K in a sense has some type of recurring membership or something like that. To me, I can't stand 2K, and it's not because I'm bad at it. My friend is supposed to get a PS5 next week, so if I install 2K, maybe it's a strong maybe in my opinion. There's too much going on for my personal liking. Oh my god, see. Earlier I was doing fine, but I feel like it's gotten more sweaty, so. It is what it is. I might make a comeback and resurgence. I'm not going to end stream or nothing like that. I might play this for a little bit. But I feel like, in all honesty, games and stuff, in my opinion, have been tasked with, how can I put it this way? What is our end goal and how are we going to implement measures in a way which, in accordance to how we operate as a business in a way. Like, for instance, the bad thing about PS5 is that you don't get a demo. Outriders is the rare example, but Xbox already has that game coming for free come April 1st, which is a W, in my opinion. Up here moving the stuff. Alright, so my next point is, like, I don't know how to put it. Let me leave this just because I gotta, well, I shouldn't have left that one, but it is what it is in that point. I had to get a lid to put back on this container with my wipes and stuff like that. $3,500, 25 extra. Alright. Only you can prevent V-Buck scams. Do not share your password with anybody. One of my setbacks with a lot of games and stuff like that, I'm hoping that because I'm a college student, it's like I get a check like $700 from this new coronavirus, stuff like that. I'll definitely probably get like some games that I want, and then save the rest. So, with that being said, which games do I probably want to get? I'm going to get Deathloop. I'm probably going to get the Digital Deluxe Edition. I'm going to get Back for Blood. Let's see if another couple games come out. Kena, Bridge of Spirits, I don't know. I'm kind of shaky about that one. I think the game will be good. But in my honest thoughts of it, I feel like It is definitely a reasonably priced game. I will say that. Out of all the games, I think that's reasonable price. $39.99. That's pretty fair. Pretty fair. Pretty fair. The only thing I will say about other games is that other games are not in a position, in my honest opinion, to like even charge what they're charging. Like Godfall, for instance. I tend to be a fair person in certain stuff like, but Godfall in most games, $70. You want people to buy into that, believing they're getting extra value. I don't really see extra value. And a lot of people have not been doing anything in terms of deliverables, delivering on the said content. So there's another thing to think about. I think about the long term. I don't think Spider-Man is going to have DLC. Definitely not. And thinking about a few things, I think I might get an extra controller. I might have to. Primal shotgun. And to me, a lot of games and stuff like Fortnite really doesn't have to compete with other games in terms of like because I'm not saying that they're the best. It's just the fact that they're free. They really don't have to compete. All they do, microtransactions. They have a specialized niche. They're not gonna, do anything. They're just gonna get their money and cash out. That's all they're gonna do. And I can really dig that. I can really dig that. Because a lot of games now are just like, you pay the money and you definitely don't feel like you really doing anything. So I feel like that's a negative effect of basically how things have been handled, in my opinion. Let me explain too. Let's say like 2K. 2K is a great example. We're waiting on an update that may never come that can fix the game. But as you know, 2K has a track record where the next update is going to be the next edition of the game. It won't get addressed in 2K21, like contact dunks. You're going to see that be addressed in 2K22. And to me, that's wrong as days long. Like, I don't care. To me, people talking about the logo situation, I could care less about the logo, man. That's not me hating. I just don't care about 2K. There's a lot of stuff I legitimately do not care about. you gonna have to pump, you trash. We're doing good, like, right now, but, like, I feel like certain stuff is definitely subject to change, so, I really don't trip off of stuff, but, I don't really want that. And for the long term, I really don't think that anybody has a position like Fortnite. In my honest opinion, even though people say it falls off, I think the competitive definitely has kind of leveled out a little bit. The playing field, because competitive right now is not a draw with anything, Mortal Kombat included. The tournament stuff are dead. Um, let's be honest, the games, in a way, you're not having people in, building an arena right now because of COVID. The vaccine rollout, you think about it, a lot of companies and stuff can't underwrite some of their costs and certain stuff like that, and people just in general. They can't underwrite the costs. I don't even know what that is, so let's go ahead and put that down. I already had that. That's cool. Oh my God! See, I that right there is a prime example of just BS. But I don't know if I'm playing against people on PC. The guy's good. I can't deny that. But if I feel like I gotta do all this stuff like to compete, I don't know if I really want to play the game. That's my same issue with Cold War. I'm pretty good at Cold War. Fortnite, I mean, I kind of leveled out, in my opinion. I used to really be bad at Fortnite. really bad at Fortnite. Now, I definitely gotten a whole lot better than what I was originally. But in my honest opinion, like I have a majority of AAA titles on PS5. Like I've streamed some of them. Some of them I haven't streamed. Like I got FIFA. All of the EA properties, I feel like I'm not getting Madden. There's just no way I'm getting Madden. No way I'm getting Madden. I just had to put that out there. Do I think Madden's definitely done any improvements? I really can't say, in all honesty. The last Madden I owned was Madden NFL 18. I had a solid Ultimate Team, but then again, Madden just wasn't for me. Madden's one of those games, too. They're making money just off the fact they have no competition. Really, the playbooks and stuff have gotten a whole lot better. Like you can see the certain stuff, the sets. However, you make offensive game plans on the fly. Those are quality of life changes, in my opinion, and I feel like anybody can stand with me by that. But if you look at the surface of Madden every release and how badly in performance and gameplay has been, you can't really overlook that. And you really have to start questioning as a developer or something like that. If you know your stuff is bad, wouldn't that motivate you to at least try to do something so you won't get review bombed and stuff like that, or have your reputation damaged? Some people, they don't care because they already know that their revenues and stuff, like they're going to sell, maybe a good company in the first week, they can do 30,000 sales conceivably. That's pretty much what companies want to. And you hear that companies are trying to sell games at $70 and saying that, people are willing to pay $70. Like, no, I'm not really willing to spend $70 unless it's a good game. Unless it's a good game. Deathloop seems like it's going to be a good game. So, they can count that. And it's coming out around my birthday, so I'm going to get myself that. And I got the Battle Pass for free, so because I'm a part of the Fortnite member club, and I think I'm going to upgrade to the thing real quick after I get some V-Bucks. I could do Save the World, but Save the World has just gotten to a point where I just feel like it's not enjoyable. And they diverted too much of their money towards. I'm not against that. I always keep on getting I don't got no animal parts. One of the things I think is pretty damaging in terms of gaming, in my honest opinion, is the developers. In my honest opinion, like they know that quality of life changes could improve and implement something in there, but they're not going to do it. Me personally, I don't believe there's going to be any changes that, Call of Duty can do or anybody else in that matter in the same category. What? How? Oh my god, I'm not doing good on this one right now. I'll speed up, hopefully. But if I play Demon Souls, I how can I put it? I'm at like Stone Fane Tunnels 2-2. I definitely got past Leechmonger. I could go. I don't know which one it is. Where people say the Reaper Farm. I'm not sure the boss is for that level. Me and people was talking about like how we think Demon Souls. I don't really think that Demon Souls, in my honest opinion, is an easy game. It has a learning curve to it, and you really have to know what you're doing to a certain extent. There's a lot of rolling and stuff that you have to do, and there's a lot of weapons and then scaling that you have to do, or just know what is a good weapon and what's not, and then the required souls and certain stuff like that that you need for a spell, to cast a spell rather, to craft a weapon, and then like you need definitely there's a lot more moving components that you have to like really watch videos on, join communities, and then talk to people about the game. That's really my whole focus to determine whether or not a game is good or bad. In my honest opinion, I don't really feel like I have any letdowns with some of these games. I feel like the letdown is how they manage and handle the game post-launch rather than the actual stuff. Then launch day, unless we're talking about Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk is probably never coming back to the PlayStation Store. So I definitely feel like it'll probably be a few more years for that junk to come back out. You can probably get it at Target still for some of the shelves, but I feel like it's going to be a collectible. As a funny game that shouldn't have been released. Considering that the game, it took them almost a decade to produce it, and it's, just a nightmare. No matter whether you have it on PS4, PS5, it's still going to crash your system. And I got PS5. But I try to keep it real, man. Like all this spam building and stuff that I be doing, and the fact that other people do it and they get rewarded for it, Mm-hmm.
And for your dad, he want brown stew chicken.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna get curry.
Okay.
Okay. See your clothes down in front of that.
Cool. Jesus Christ. That was annoying. That guy with the shotgun, you can't even see people out of your vantage point. In my honest opinion, like PlayStation 5, like I see stuff like I can even see this chest and it just loaded in. Or sometimes it looks like it's there. It takes a little bit to render it and then it's not there. Or the spot change. Like that's some bull. I didn't pick that gun. I could have swore to God I did that, bro. Wow. Stuff that should drop metal components doesn't even have metal components. That's hilarious. What are some ways I think Fortnite and stuff, in my honest opinion, how can I put it? Fortnite's competed a long time. Maybe the revenue was down, but the microtransactions they're pretty steady, in my honest opinion. They're pretty steady. I'm making a fair assessment. I'm not about to be biased towards anything or vice versa. But I feel like most games, in my honest opinion, like for PS5, nah. By now, some of them should have been marked down. Just because, if not in entirety. Like Assassin's Creed, I like Assassin's Creed a little bit, but I told somebody Valhalla, it seems like they didn't know what they wanted to do, and they were pressured to like release a game. And like I said, it's not a good idea to have 3 games back to back to back. But Watch Dogs, what is it? Watch Dogs, Immortals, Phoenix Rising, and then Valhalla. And then to addition to the other content, like, me, you can't focus, have 3 games drop pretty much around the same time. And the focus is going to be on making the stuff better. I don't see it. I don't see genuine improvements to, like, how can I say, any of the games. One of the negatives, however, I do see, like, all the other games is that alright, so I'm sort of kind of on my A game right now. So, how can I put it right now? To me, games, in my honest opinion, should do one of 3 things for you. It can inspire you to play with friends, for one. Have a functionality that really makes the game a little bit more easier, more accessible too. And what I see with 2K, 2K did a horrible job with that. There's other games that did that as well, like Demon Souls. For instance, their function, that was also bad in my opinion. The summon, to me, that doesn't even really work because I tried that the other day. You try to help somebody vanquish a boss. Mm-mm. I'm pretty sure that I probably need to do some more research on how to do it. But I think one requires you to be in human form, and that one you do need like what is it? The stone of ephemeral eyes. You do need one of those stones. So I definitely pay attention to the game. There's a lot of stuff there's a lot of quirks and stuff that I had to work out, and I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. But when you go into a thing kind of blind, that's where you kind of had the issue. To me, a lot of the games did not do a great job of explaining things, just like Neo. Neo is a great game. I'm like level 57, and I think one of my friends, I think he's going to buy Demon Souls, so maybe me and him can try to go and do one of the missions. I'll try to help him with it. But yeah, Demon Souls is one of them things. You should definitely deposit your souls into like a Souls box, because there's a whole lot of stuff you do need to do in order for like you to kind of get used to it. Like, who was that speaking? The one thing I can commend Fortnite is and on is they've never charged more than $10 for their content to access it, and you're actually rewarded. And the stuff, the ideas and stuff are actually original. Other games, I can't say that. In true faith, in confidence, I can't really say that. Other games are not really doing a great job in that. They're trying to explain things, associated costs. And I think that's a setback for a lot of companies and developers, for instance, is that, how can I say it? They probably are spending a lot of money in total amount of just certain stuff. Like Cyberpunk, they probably spend a lot of money getting Keanu Reeves in there instead of actually like knowing and fixing or diagnostic. They didn't even allow review copies to be handed out, only but to a select few people. And the performance issues were there, so they knew about it. But they got their money, and then most of that money they lost because they had to refund the money back. I personally am not refunded it because I found Cyberpunk is good, but I haven't played it past a certain part, and I'm probably never going to get to that until they release the PS5 version of it. So. I win this game. I'm doing good. Oh my god. Ah, that was annoying. As much as I love a good game like that, that was actually annoying. So, it is what it is in that instance. So, I really can't do anything against that except blame myself, but, you know, it is what it is. You know, I fold. I fold. Because I've gotten better at Fortnite, this game, it has skill-based matchmaking, so, I'm not making excuses, so. To me, I don't really find it hard for like people to maintain like a good product. If you have something, don't change it. Like for instance, let's think of something that was good, and then, like for instance, Hooters. Hooters used to be good, and you know for a while and go back to Hooters because they started valuing jumbo wings, and I'm the type of person anything jumbo, I don't like. So when they went to jumbo, you know, chicken wings and stuff like that, my main thing is I'll eat a regular wing, but my thing about people talking about boneless chicken, why I don't like bone in as much is because the people it's easier to mess up a actual chicken wing, and then you can't mess up chicken because you actually get really sick. But I find out that a lot of people just flash cooking chicken. That's not a good thing. You get food poisoning, all sorts types of pathogens. You don't even think about it, comprehend, the fact that certain stuff is really out here. Like even with certain stuff, you don't cook out necessarily all the bad things. You actually need bacteria inside of like chicken and stuff like that. You need some, but not a lot. Like bacteria is not a bad thing. It's not. Like we need bacteria in our stomach to help regulate pretty much all of our functions. At least for digesting foods and breaking down the enzymes and stuff like that. Break down fats. But a lot of stuff, in my honest opinion, you really have to think about in terms of, is this what I want to pay money for?
Hey.
Jesus Christ, man. I was distracted. That's why I'm doing that well. Then I gotta go in a few. So if I know I'm definitely probably doing terrible in a sense. A lot of these games, gunfights, I really can't control the gunfights. That's one thing about it. I can't control the gunfights. So I told one of my friends too. We was talking about Epic Games. I said Epic Games is really dominating the gaming market because Epic Games, while they are a game developer, most games and stuff already have an exclusive deal, if not already outright, on being distributed by Epic Games for a specific period of time. Bruh. This shit's pissing me off, bro. And the fact that I didn't even see that dude. Like, bruh. The other dude I did see, that was on me for landing there, but like the other stuff, like, I can't control some of that stuff, man. Like, to me, Fortnite's gotten to a point where it scrims. I don't like doing all this building. And even when I'm dominating and stuff like that, the people automatically, I'm not sure how they're doing it. It's like, my friend, he counters stuff, but it's almost like he play on PC. But I know he play on a controller. To me, PC is a whole lot faster to build, but a lot of people, the streamers are already playing on some type of preset keyboard where it just helps them. Or they're having a company design like Ninja. Ninja's very good at video games. Ninja's very good at video games. I can't even lie. I haven't watched like Ninja in a while though, so. Like, the one thing I saw, I was watching a gaming video and it had nothing to do with the games that I played. Oh, someone beat Fallout New Vegas in like, 10 minutes? It's one of the things I watched. I found that rather interesting. Just for the fact that somebody seriously beat the game within 10 minutes. But I might have to go in a few minutes, but, you know, it is what it is in my honest opinion. But you know, the one thing I'm kind of getting tired of is just bullshit, man. This is one thing I'm getting tired of. I don't know. I think Fortnite was one of my top games played, and I believe it. I believe it to be so because I do play Fortnite. I kind of binge Fortnite with my friends. But I think Fortnite doesn't do a great job of accounting the amount of hours that you actually spend playing the game. I feel like that's kind of faulty. It's just a Papa Bear SMG. That's exactly what this is. This is the Papa Bear SMG. Schematic from Save the World. A lot of stuff they made from Save the World and put it in here, so it's kind of interesting. People think it's new, but I've been seeing it, so. What is one thing I wish games and stuff would stop doing? In terms of certain stuff like Fortnite, I don't think they should stop what they're doing. I feel like they should be a little bit more in the loop for Save the World and future updates what they have for that mode, because in all honesty, there hasn't been anything within that game that's just been profound. They made a lot of money, and I think by now it should be free. Honestly, it's been a letdown. They're not really putting a lot of effort into stuff. And then one thing I was talking with in my class today was about just research and design. Like, people are trying to find creative solutions for, complex problems. But when I think about it, the problems that businesses and certain stuff they have is really due to just, potential stuff. Growing costs of certain stuff. That's why a lot of jobs are outsourcing. Like, someone said that they only buy American goods. Well, there's not too many stuff being made in America just because of, definitely offsetting your costs and sending stuff overseas. But the thing about overseas that they don't say is that if the literacy rate is low in a country, you're going to have to spend more money on trying. Like, that means people are harder to train. And so the workers you do have, they may try to come for, benefits, what they see in the U.S. I definitely am not, against that. People should definitely have some type of money. You should have some type of health insurance, because other countries, that's just not a thing. They get sick, God forbid something happen, they're pretty much screwed. I was watching a documentary how, there was, some Aboriginal people, and they basically said that there was no such thing as sickness and stuff like that until, a group of people with their cameras and stuff that came and, tried to go and talk to them. Wow. I could buy a scar, but then again, I'm not going to try to buy no scar. I don't need it, and especially I want to be pissed off if I have a scar and then I lose. So, I'm not sure about that. One of the most common things I feel like I don't like about, just in general, it's kind of like, the photo op. What I mean by photo op is you're getting people, you're mobilizing people, but also being disingenuous at the same time. And I feel like, on surface, a lot of stuff can seem great, but it doesn't mean that morale and stuff like that. It's fool me once, fool me twice, but not the third time. You feel me? It goes with a lot of stuff, man. Like, a lot of stuff's not how it appears as it seems, but what you see is kind of how you interpret certain stuff. But to me, a lot of stuff, you can't really get yourself built on the fact that, certain stuff what you see is going to be the end product. And vice versa. You can't expect a AAA game, in most cases, to give a demo now. I feel like that's off the table. That's just me being honest. It's not unreasonable to ask for, that type of stuff, but that's just not going to be a thing. And I feel like part of that reason is just not a push. Yes, you can release the game for $70, but who's willingly going to want to spend $70 on something they haven't seen? Maybe but a few times. I personally believe that games and certain stuff should not be $70. And the amount of money that I spent on games equals another console. I did the math and stuff like that. Am I cool with some of the games? Yeah, I've given games a try. You know, give my official thoughts. Like I got Crash Bandicoot the other day. Did I regret some buying that? No. I think it's good for what it's worth. But outside of a few things, you know, I feel like there's a lot of moving parts. A lot of parts that make a great game have been forgotten, at least in my opinion. Okay. Wow, I can't craft a metal weapon? That's hilarious. And the one thing that I'm glad that they've done, at least with this, is that you actually do not have to spend money on crafting weapons. Like, there's no parts. Blacklight Retribution was a nightmare. This thing's sad. One of the main reasons why I feel like games right now are at the standpoint that I think that they are. Like, for instance, Assassin's Creed is just because um I feel like they definitely go through their phases, like they're doing research or whatever. What is like supposed to be the new game? I think Assassin's Creed is supposed to be making like a Ghost of Tsushima type of thing, and I don't really think that that's really fitting for them. I just don't believe that, like that would be very corny for them. And at this stage of the game, I mean, do we? You have to ask yourself, do we really need that? Do we really need another game trying to imitate a game? And to me, certain games should start doing yearly releases, 2K included. If a game's not going to be done and done right in the particular reason, there should not be another game. There should be an update. 2K should just make an update and have the game out for 2 years. 2K21 next gen should be 2 years, honestly. But make updates for it. What the hell was that? I'm coming for you, buddy. I already know where you went to. Therefore, I'm coming for you, buddy. Mercy. Ah, bro, I ran out of mats. What time is it? 5:30. Y'all probably have to go, guys. Probably gotta go. I might stream Demon Souls. I'm not sure, but you know, it really just depends. It really just depends, guys. It really just depends. Hope you guys enjoy, man. I'm out.